And welcome back to Positive Vibe Saturdays with your boy Positive B White. We are here at 101 TKO Radio, and we just had an amazing first session. I had the artist, the Queen of Afro Soul, come through and drop some gems, drop some knowledge. But you know, that was a dope interview, and then the second half of the show will be pretty dope as well, man. I got my boy Duece in the building.
Yeah.
What's happening, brother?
What's going on, man? I got to do it.
Hey, man, all the way from Nashville.
Yeah, man.
And then before that, Vegas, man. So, did you drive from Vegas to Nashville, or how did you make that commute?
I've made that commute several times, but yes.
How many hours is that, bro? Excuse me, how many days is that?
It's a day and a half. I think it's 35.
35
hours.
Okay, so a little bit under, like
but
I said.
With kids, it's... You know.
Daddy, I want some ice cream. Daddy, I gotta go to the bathroom.
I would have drove it straight. But, you know.
I want some water, Daddy.
That 35.
Yeah, that's a banger, man. Well, welcome, hey man, welcome. Glad to have you.
I appreciate you, my brother.
Obviously, it's been like 20 years, bro.
Yeah.
Like, God, man, I cannot believe how fast time flies.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to your sister too, man.
Hey, man, I told her I was coming down to see BJ. She said, BJ. I said, yeah.
Hey, man, we're going to vibe out, man. So welcome to Positive Mind Saturdays here at 101 TKO Radio. So now you're going by Duece.
Yeah.
And what is Duece? What is Duece's craft? Let's start there.
My father, I'm not a junior, I'm a second.
Okay.
And obviously my son is a third. So
okay.
Whenever I would play any sports, basketball, tennis, whatever I was playing,
mm-hmm.
he would like, Duece, let's go. Duece, let's go. So all my teammates, whenever my dad was there and him being the loudest one,
mm-hmm.
of course, it was always Duece. So sports-wise, it was always Duece.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing pickleball now, so just introducing myself as Duece, just to whatever. And then when I was thinking music, I did music quite a bit,
mm-hmm.
Especially in high school, graduating and just going through just multiple different phases of it,
mm-hmm.
whether it was production, songwriting, or whatever else. So I went by a different name at that time, but I was not doing worship music at the time. So now that I feel like God has me in this space, I just wanted to, what was that name that was going to be, there. And since my father also was in the music business a little bit, and we can get to that, when we start talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then losing him last year,
I'm sorry to
just
hear that,
was more to honor him.
Yeah.
And just use that, and then I just like it. Like Duece just kind of gives me that, and I love it. And then the Let's Go, that's kind of like my producer tag.
Yeah.
So before any record that I produce or make, you'll hear Let's Go, and then it just gets people hyped.
Let's go.
Ready, but yeah, all that came from Pops, man.
Hey man, shout out to Pops, man, and my prayers and condolences, bro.
I appreciate that.
Man,
it was a year ago, but it still hits the same.
Man, sorry to hear that, bro. So obviously, you've had an amazing journey. So I want to kind of rewind and start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Where are your humble beginnings from, brother?
We talk about just bio-wise, right? Born in Lawrence, Kansas.
Kansas.
So
I'm trying to think that you might be the first I've heard from Kansas, bro.
My dad would say, I'm a country boy from the wheat fields of Kansas was his little tagline.
Mm-hmm.
They both went to KU, graduated. So I bleed red and blue. I'm a Jayhawk.
Okay.
Moved to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Tulsa.
And shout out to all my Tulsa family out there. My uncle Clarence, very influential in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Very close relationship with him still to this day. Talk to him, if not bi-weekly, at least once a month.
Mm-hmm.
And then briefly to Wisconsin, and then we ended up, I think the second semester or first semester, sophomore year, in Atlanta, Stone Mountain,
mm-hmm.
obviously where I met you over there at Stevenson. So
yeah, for sure.
I'd say Midwest baby, born, kind of raised in the South, and then I ended up on the West Coast in TV and film and music.
Nice,
so
man. Quite a journey, man. You touched a few different states.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to that, man. So obviously, like I said, KU, Kansas.
Yeah.
And then I met you here in Stone Mountain, and we vibed out. Then you moved out to the West Coast.
Yeah.
By way of Vegas.
LA first.
LA first.
Yeah.
And so you've made quite a journey, state to state, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So obviously Nashville now.
Yeah.
Is there another move in the makings? Not sure.
I want to buy some land, man.
Okay.
I want to buy some land. I want to build a compound.
I can do that.
So wherever God has me go for there.
Mm-hmm.
Blessed to be in a position that I can move and go wherever I want to. So it's really just more so, where am I supposed to go? Stop living for me and try to make my choices and really just follow what it is that He has me to do. And even being here is just a part of, I'm out of it. It's more or less, like you said, I'm in Nashville. Hey man, you gotta come to the station and talk about the album. Just like, all right, cool. I guess that's where we're supposed to go.
Let's do it.
Let's hop in the car and make it happen.
For sure. So shout out to you for that, man, and hopefully that commute yesterday was a smooth one.
Oh, it was bad.
It was bad. Oh, I hate to hear
think
that.
I was
traffic.
I think I was parked for 2 hours.
Was it traffic or?
I drove around it. I was up in the mountaintops.
Yeah.
Just kind of swerving around. So I don't know what happened. It had to have been bad because my wife left after I did, because she's actually playing in the pickleball tournament right now.
Mm-hmm.
She's in Rome. So I don't know what happened, but I told her, make sure you do this, and that, and hit these different highways. So she got around it too. But I sat parked on 24 for almost an hour and a half, 2
Traffic
hours.
sucks, man. I hate traffic, man.
But after that, let's go.
The road, it's smooth.
Atlanta's different now,
Yeah, man. It's they're building so fast and just everything's just moving so fast.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So glad you made it, man. So let's talk about a little bit about the music.
Yeah.
How you bridged into that and how you branched off into the music. Let's talk about that.
You said humble beginnings, so we can go back to, I guess, always in church,
Mhm.
right? Again, my uncle being like a second father to me. I think he had 3 sons, and then there was another guy that also played a couple instruments. So we just basically considered ourselves the Jackson 5, man. We just swapping instruments, drums, keys, guitar, whatever. I think my cousin V played saxophone. And it was just all about whatever the church needed, whatever we wanted to do, and we were just having fun. It wasn't work to us. So I know a lot of people that grow up in the church are just like, oh, we had to go to church Saturday morning and Sunday morning and do this.
Mm-hmm.
We would be at the house playing Nintendo 64 or something else otherwise. So I thoroughly enjoyed just being around family. But coming out here, didn't have that.
Yeah.
And just really didn't have a church to play at. We went to New Birth, and they had like crazy musicians and whatever else. So me being even young at that time, didn't really think I could even go and try to play at a big we'd never seen a mega church like that before. So just chilling in the band room at Stevenson, playing the piano. I don't know if you remember DBC, Chris Randolph.
Yeah, I remember Chris Randolph. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was just like, he's like, hey, what did he say? He said, "Hey, Shawty, you make beats?" I said, "Huh?" Hey, Shawty, you make beats? I said, "I don't understand what you're saying, but I'm just gonna say yes, so we don't have no problems." And
Yeah.
just kind of rocking out with him, man. Pimpinville, and shout out to my guys over there. I was rocking with them, Donis and Joe and Colossus. Like, there's so many talented people that came, especially from our era.
Yeah, for sure.
So again, just making beats and rocking out. Again, on the R&B, hip hop, more rap stuff, and then just jumped into it as a rapper. And the funny thing is, and I just recently reconnected with my boy E-Max, so shout out to him. We were just talking, and a lot of stuff happened just to kind of get me into the actual business of it when I rocked with him, because I was just getting my hair cut at the barber shop, and then he just was just like, "Hey man, you always coming in here doing this and looking like this and doing that, like what do you do?" And I just told him, I'm a songwriter. It's just like, "Man, I ain't heard none of your music, blah blah blah, whatever." So he took my it was an iTouch at the time, and played a couple records in the barbershop. All the barbers were going crazy and just like, "Oh, we gotta introduce you to this guy named Ray. We gotta introduce you to Ray." I was just like, "Who was Ray?" So I Googled him at the time. He was, music executive, whatever. But I just wanted to get my hair cut and get out of town, because I was going to like a youth retreat or something in North Carolina with the church.
Okay.
And right when I got there, he called me. He said, "Hey, Ray's coming tomorrow. We'll meet you. I'm gonna get you a record deal." And I was like, "Hey, y'all, I gotta go."
I gotta go.
So I drove back. This I'm 17, 18 at the time, and Ray was not there to give me a music deal. He was there to get his hair cut. But the way it all just worked out, it was fine. And then just going through that boot camp of working, with him and just learning the business and how to write a song, the contents of what you should be looking for, how often you should be writing, and then watching the greatest, one of the greatest songwriters that I think of our generation and just period is T. Ron Thomas, and just watching him from grassroots, seeing what happened there, and just being a part of that, and just working with different people has just been really an amazing thing to see. And then again, being in the business for almost 8 to 10 years, and knowing my turn is coming, my chance is coming, but meeting my wife, and she just wasn't impressed by the hoopla, taking her to this award show, that award show, and behind the scenes of this music video, and this and that, or we go to this studio, that studio, and it just wasn't something that was impressive to her. And it really got to the point of, if I'm not even home 7 consecutive days, our first year of marriage, why am I doing this specifically? Like, I don't have to do this. I've got essentially what I want. I love it. So I kind of broke away from all of the music thing, and then came back to it again, not because I wanted to. It was like a bad breakup. Like, I'm done with music. I'm just whatever. I didn't play drums at church. I didn't play keys at church. And then going to Vegas, I was sitting in the audience, and they were playing a backing track for the altar call. And coming from where I come from, and just seeing some good church, or just seeing how church just affects people and makes it, and just kind of gives you this feeling, and you're not getting that from a backing track. So I just went up on stage and started playing.
They kind of did your thing, huh?
Didn't even ask. Didn't have permission. Just went up there, and God just ministered through me at that moment. And it was at that moment, and this was a couple years ago. God just said, make me an album that leads my people to worship the way that you worship.
For sure.
And it scared me. I never did worship music before. Of course, I played growing up in church, and of course, I played drums here and there, and I did that, but I don't want to be an artist. I don't want to be up front. I'm cool in the back. I'm cool, pushing someone else, or vocal producing, or vocal coaching someone else to do it. I don't want to do it. That's not me. And then it was more of a, you heard what I said type situation.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm gonna just be obedient and do what you asked me to do. So that's why I'm back now in the space.
There it is, man. Hey, that's talking about. That's a testimony.
Yeah.
So shout out to that, man. We covered a lot, man. So we're gonna take a short break. I'm gonna pay some bills. Make sure the roof isn't on fire, which it doesn't look like it's on fire. So we're gonna be good to go on that. And then when we come back, I like to talk about mental wealth. So we'll get into how you stay mentally capable, especially as being a family man, father of 3, correct?
3, yes, sir.
We want to ask how you stay mentally capable of that, and then also being a husband, how you kind of balance all that. So when we're gonna take a short break, and then when we come back, we're gonna lock back in with Duece and see how he handles all that and stays intact mentally. So y'all keep it locked for Positive Mind Saturdays with your boy Positive B. White. We'll be right back shortly.
Yes, sir.
And we are back for Positive Mind Saturdays. I got my boy Duece in the building.
Yeah.
And we have been vibing out and getting it done. In the first episode, we had the artist Daisy O come through. She's Nigerian descent. But I got my boy Duece in the building, and I want to discuss the album that's coming out pretty soon, Confessions of a Sinner.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the name behind that.
Originally, I think what kind of came to me was worship, Chronicles of a Worshiper.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I felt like it was too churchy or too whatever. So what? And this is before I even wrote anything.
Mm-hmm.
So what is this album supposed to do? It's supposed to lead people to worship God the way that I do.
Mm-hmm.
So when thinking about that, and Usher being my favorite artist,
Mm-hmm.
period, love CB, but it's Usher all day for me.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that really, and loving even Jermaine Dupri from a production standpoint, looking up to him, even growing up in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Confessions was my favorite album, period.
Yeah.
And so it's not a copycat of or whatever, but an ode to what that originally was, what the purpose of that record was, is to come clean to whoever or to whatever. Like, that album was dope for what it was. So I just wanted to hone in on confessing whatever that sin is for whoever is going through whatever, because I personally have been through, quite a bit with a lot of loss and just some things, even in my marriage, and just making sure that I just talk about it, because a lot of Christians will go to church and, oh, I'm perfect, everything's fine. How you go? Oh, I'm blessed, highly favored. Like, nah, bro. Like, if you're not, you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but I've been through it, so now I can speak to it from a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to be real, raw, and uncut, and just really do what God asked me to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't teach you how to worship the way I do if I don't let you in on what's going on with me. So I got to take it to a place of vulnerability,
Mm-hmm.
enable for you to feel comfortable to do that, and then boom, hopefully you can reach the place that God wants you to be, to experience Him. And
Yeah,
that is what that album is for, is truly to try to touch as many people as I can so they can experience that.
Yeah, and I think when I saw the actual name, I said, man, that's really, really, really dope, man. And it kind of stood out to me just because of the name Confessions of a Sinner, because obviously we're all sinners.
Yeah.
And we all sin in different ways.
Right.
And I think no sin is greater than the other, however they say it.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be, but
depending on which church you go to.
obviously.
Yeah.
So, but I thought that was really, really, really major, and I want to appreciate you and commend you on your vulnerability,
Yeah.
And to be able to bring that out and share that with the world.
Man, it's all God, brother. It ain't a me thing. I appreciate you, but
Mm-hmm.
all that goes to Him, because like I said, it wasn't me trying to be out in front. I love chilling in the back. Even in church, I still in the back seat.
Yeah, in the back.
Yeah. I'm in the back. I like just chilling and being there. But for some reason, God has me in this place of, nah, I need you to do this.
Yeah.
I don't care if you don't think you sound this way. I don't care if you don't think you can produce that way. I want you up front, and I actually do something, and I need you to go and do it.
Yeah.
So it's a place of obedience.
And the crazy thing about it is, God, you have to shine He does that because He wants you to shine your light. And some people are a little more restrictive or reclusive
Mm-hmm.
than others. But if God gives you an order
Yeah.
to shine your light, it's for a reason. He
Right.
has something in you that He wants you to get out to His people.
Correct.
And for some, it's a little easier than it is for others. But shout out to you for that and taking that step and being obedient, because if you disobedience is another form of punishment.
I learned that. So, let's just say I don't need to get hit upside the head anymore. My head's big enough. I'm good. We got you. If that's what you want, I'm there.
Yeah, so shout out to that, and
Yeah.
God, and shout out to the Most High as well.
Absolutely.
So let's talk on the show, we mental wellness is a topic of conversation that I feel is of strong importance, and I think we need to push the narrative on that. So all my guests, I always like to get a different perspective on how they handle mental wellness and how they stay mentally capable, because obviously you have a few other titles as well as artist, husband, father. So those are two things that I deem are very, very important. So how does Duece stay mentally capable to handle all those things as they come, and as well as life as it comes?
It's gonna sound corny, but it all goes back to God, bro.
Okay.
I tried to do it, just me, right? Like marriage is hard.
Yeah, it's definitely tough.
Being a husband is hard.
Yeah.
A father is hard. I think as men, and I have said this in the past, is I think we suffer and sacrifice, and we want appreciation and love and understanding that doesn't necessarily come all the time unless we speak those things, and people don't speak them, so they end up doing things that they don't have no business doing. So again, it's trial and error, my brother. Like I tried to do it, just me. Like I tried to do it, didn't work. There's only one way to do it, and that's truly giving it to God, because I was always cool with giving. I knew God was going to take care of my kids. I knew God's always got my back. But when it came to I was like, I got her. Like, you got me, so I got her. He's like, nah, she's mine. And it's just learning how to navigate what that looks like and doing it. There's good ways to do it. There's bad ways to do it. Like, again, trial and error, just trying to figure it out. So being a father comes easy because my wife is an incredible mother.
That's dope, and that makes it easier, man. Shout out to you for that. Shout out to the wives out there, man.
She's so dope, bro. Those kids don't want or need anything. Definitely second fiddle when it comes to that, but the way that we kind of run everything is just seamless in a sense. So fatherhood for me, outside of my son driving me absolutely crazy, I got spoiled by two princesses, and then he came and so we got some girl dads in the building. Superstar's a girl dad. I'm a girl dad. You're a girl dad. I was happy being
your father.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two boys.
He escaped.
I was happy being a girl dad. My son, so the fatherhood piece is easy.
Okay.
And I had an incredible father.
Yeah.
I had an incredible second father and my uncle, and I have worship pastors and youth pastors that all just kind of stepped in and filled in where there wasn't even a need. So I was inundated with incredible men in my life that made me who I am. So the fatherhood piece that's the easy piece. That's
and then that's special because you had those leaders and examples to look at to help guide you through and help you navigate through that.
Yeah.
And some men don't have that, you know what I mean? And I was fortunate between my father and my uncles and coaches and different people in the community that kind of helped mold me to who I am today.
Yeah.
Those are really the MVPs, and as us growing and maturing, I think it's on us to be that next generation to do it for those behind us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So worship, and I see worship on your hat.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that as well. Is that your brand, or is that a brand you're rocking? Or
it's I have no affiliation with them other than just a love for what they do. A couple of years ago, I had realized that if somebody doesn't know me personally, doesn't know who I am or what I do, just looking the way that I look, dressing the way that I dress, I'm not necessarily approachable per se. Like tatted up, locks. Certain people may or may not feel comfortable just coming. I'm talking about all people. But for some reason, when I saw this brand on Instagram, and it's Art of Homage, so shout out to them. When I saw this brand and I saw the worship, and I'm all about worship. Some people like a good message. Some people like a lot of prayer. Like I'm all about real worship. So I saw that. That's when I got it. And ever since I started wearing it, and that's pretty much all I wear. So most of the things you see will say Yahweh worship, or some of the vowels subtracted out. So ever since I've done that, whether if I'm traveling, TSA agent, if I'm ordering something at Starbucks, if I'm just walking in a gas station, I have never not, and including today, because you just said it, I have never not had someone say something that gives me an opportunity without being churchy or without standing on the side of the road with a sign or without whatever to genuinely have an interaction to talk about Jesus.
Yeah, for sure.
It absolutely forces it, because if I wear a Lakers hat and I see a Lakers fan, they're going to say something. If I wear a Yankee hat, same thing. So when I wear worship, when I wear Yahweh, when I wear mercy, when people see any of those items that I got from that company specifically, I've never not had a conversation on that day.
Yeah,
and
that's,
multiple.
And that's cool, because those conversations on like the side of the road are kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like, cause I was coming home yesterday, driving home, and this lady I'm at the light, and this lady's like walking up to the window.
Yeah,
it's like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like, the window's up, so I can't hear her. But I can hear her talking, and I'm like, okay, yeah, let me hurry up and get out of this. And then there was a cop on the other side of the road, and I hear him on the loudspeaker. He's like, hey, keep it moving, ma'am. I'm like, it was just kind of weird and awkward.
That's what I'm saying.
It was weird, but
wear it, and somebody can approach you that feels like it. I've heard, God bless you, brother. Now I don't know if they're being funny or not, but I'm gonna take it. I'll take any blessings, any praises, right? And just having those conversations, it opens it up for people to come to you. I'm not out here broadcasting I'm a perfect Christian. I'm not out here broadcasting, hey, look at me. But at the end of the day, everybody wears Jesus pieces. Everybody wears, cross, gold chains, whatever.
Right.
But when you wear strategically and specifically wear items of clothing that just represent, what you want to be or what you're doing, it's genuinely helped me have conversations with people that I never feel like would ever come. If I was wearing a plain black t-shirt, I don't think that person would have come up to me. But because they saw worship or Yahweh on that shirt, they felt they had to say something. And one woman even randomly cried at an airport that I can remember. She was just like, thank you for reminding me.
What airport?
Reminded you of, I want to say Denver, but I don't remember.
Okay.
But it was on a work trip.
Okay.
And I had the worship shirt on because, again, that's what I wear regularly, because that's my brand is that. So it's just amazing what a simple 5-letter phrasing or word can do for somebody else's life.
Yeah.
And you don't even recognize or know.
Yeah, for sure. So obviously, Confessions of a Sinner. Do we have a projected release date, or is it still to be TBD? To be decided.
I was sitting in my home studio and I posted coming soon, and I think 5 minutes later you hit me.
Yeah.
And I said, okay.
I'm like, yeah, what's up? I'm like, what you dropping? What's up? What we on? What's up? What we got? I be looking on all my people pages, so when I see something drop, I'm like, yo, what's up? What you on?
You was on it. And I don't think you understand how awesome that is, just to see God even in that. So even when that happened, I've been praying, when do you want me to release it? Right? I will be finished mixing and mastering this weekend. Nice. So what does that rollout look like? I got a couple friends in the business, and one with a pretty popular podcast. So he's like, yo, I'm gonna do an artist spotlight on you. When we going? I don't know when. I never knew when until like 2 or 3 days ago, maybe yesterday. I don't remember what it was, but it was very solid and clear to go ahead and release it on Christmas Eve.
Nice.
So I got my. It's not a Christmas album, but it is about Christ, and so we can just kind of let that go in. There's no jingle bells on there, but it is definitely an album that is going to allow you to touch worship, and you're not going to need to be in a church building for it. You're not going to need to have any flashing lights or none of that. Like, it's really just listen to it in its entirety, take it from the beginning to the end, and genuinely allow yourself to be vulnerable in whatever it is that's going on in your life. Every song's not down and out and, oh, I'm unworthy. It's really a story of coming out of mess, knowing you're blessed, knowing you're a spoiled child of God, still doing wrong, still whatever, but never forgetting who you belong to and who you are. And that is where that's where God has me for that specific project. And ever since then, the crazy thing is, when my dad died, there was a prophet that told my sister the training wheels are off. And I didn't understand what that meant until I finished the first project, because now the training wheels are off. Training wheels are off, and I have over 45 songs in the last 6 months.
Nice. Working.
Just as much as I can, bro. And my youth pastor from North Carolina, shout out to him. I didn't want to leave without just thanking him for everything that he did. And his name is Frankie Gentry, and I love this man with everything in me. We're 20-something years in, never talked about music. I was on vacation, and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna be in town. I wanna come see you." And he was just, "Hey, what's going on?" He said, "Well, I'm about to start working on this album. I feel like God has me." Whatever. He's like, "Well, I've been messing around with some songs. You know, I can't sing or play anything, but I've been messing around with some songs that I would love to see what you think about." So he sent me the first 3 songs on the album are songs that he wrote, and we just collabed and we put together. I mean, we've probably done, of the 45 songs I have right now, he probably wrote 30 of them.
Nice.
And for somebody that is not musically talented or gifted, but obviously him being a pastor, he's gifted gab and definitely has an anointing to be able to use tools and work together from North Carolina and Nashville, and that not be a thing, and then no egos involved, and then because I was in the business for a while and having some experience and knowing at least how to do it on that side, I'm brand new on this side, so it's not about what I want or what I want to do. It's genuinely one of my spiritual mentors who's helping me do this project, helping me not just career-wise or business-wise or musically, but just spiritually, being able to work with somebody to keep this in check. We'll talk. Like, there's a record I got an album called The Spirit of David, and there's a record called Be Still. And it was from a conversation that we had. Like, the full conversation essentially is the song. And we just sit back and laugh because he is under the understanding of, how do you do this from this? And I'm telling him, it's not me. And then I ask, well, how did you write this like this? And you can't even sing, you don't know what a scale is, you don't know music theory, how do you do that? And we're just sitting here in this place of God is something else. And while I'm recording these songs, brother, I'm in a constant state of worship. So if I'm doing a song a day for the last 4 or 5 months, I'm in a constant state of worship. So when you got people that say, "Oh, I pray every day," or whatever, it's like, I'm not doing this for the recognition of it, but I'm saying, when you actually are diligent in your faith and you do something every day and you stay in that place, how can you not be? How can you not be happy? How can you not be okay? How can you not be an example for someone else when that is legitimately what you are living and doing? And now I see what I am doing now versus I was pretending in the past. Because I would be I'm a whole heathen out here in the street and doing this and that, but I still make it to church on Sunday, so I'm straight. Right? Like, even I was a promoter back in the day, and be at the clubs, strip clubs, regular clubs, whatever, but I'm also playing drums in the morning. I'm not throwing ones, and I'm not drinking because I don't drink. I don't drink because I don't like the taste of alcohol, not because I don't feel like you shouldn't as a Christian. That's not my business. But there was just certain things that I just did not like living my life and being known as the choir board, being known as, "Oh yeah, that's Carlos. We can't have that around him," because he's like, I'm no different than who you are, right? And it's just now living, and I'm still not perfect, but now living that life for him and wanting to just, I want that for everybody, because the way that I'm feeling, it is the greatest drug that you would ever take.
Well, shout out to you for that, man. I feel like we touched on a lot, man, and I appreciate you for coming through Positive Mind Saturdays and kicking it with your boy.
Yeah,
before we get out of here, let everybody know, obviously, because I know that the not necessarily social media, but just let everybody know how they can listen to your music when it comes out, where it's going to be available.
So I hired a company. I got 2 different people that are working on all of my social media stuff, so that's to come. That's going to be coming out. If you want to reach out to me now, you can go to @CJCII for right now.
Okay.
But I do have, and I'm just waiting for my LLC paperwork and everything else to come back through. So until that's signed, I'll release the names of all the other handles and whatnot. But yes, there'll be a website, there'll be YouTube channel. We're just starting grassroots, starting from the beginning, just kind of doing it old school. I will be printing up about 100 vinyls, 500 CDs. Nobody listens to vinyl CD anymore, but I want that nostalgic feeling for this album specifically. So there's a lookbook and there's a physical copy album that people will be able to get in touch with me with that. And then yeah, I'll have all the handles and websites and all that stuff done in the next week or so. Like I said, I'll have the album mastered, the rest of it mastered by the end of next week, end of the Thanksgiving weekend. So first week of December, everything goes to publishing and gets submitted. And Christmas Eve, man, it's coming out on all your DSPs. It'll be out it'll be out everywhere. So I'm super excited about having that date now. The nervousness is gone. So we spent a lot of time on it. We spent a lot of effort on it. God has definitely blessed me and put me through the ringer for it. And now it's time to release it and let it do what it does. It's changed a lot of people's lives already. So shout out to all my friends and family that get blown up with a song or a beat or an idea. Hey, what do you think of this? Or hey, do you think I should do this? Like, I got a lot of people in my corner that I thanked on the album. So there's a lot of credits that is to go out to my tribe, man. It's been a journey, and we just getting started. I'm super excited.
There it is. I got Duece in the building. I appreciate y'all for listening and tuning in for Positive Mind Saturdays. I want to give a big shout out to Hunter White, who is here supervising, as always. Big shout out to DJ Superstar, who did his thing on the ones and twos, producing the show. Shout out to all the listeners. I want to appreciate Duece for stopping through and dropping those gems. Y'all be sure to lock in with us on all social media. Be sure to follow us at 101 TKO Radio on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, IG as well. Lock in low with us. We are always available. And then be sure to lock in with me for Positive Mind Saturdays up here at 101 TKO Radio. I am your host, Positive B. White. We will see you next time. Peace. Nice. Great show, man. How you feeling?
Good, brother. I feel like I'm just talking the whole time, but I guess
but that's it's your interview, bro. That's what it's for. We'll grab some pictures. Is that this video?
He talks about positive affirmation.
Let's see it now.
The lights hurt.
I'm on my phone.
Sports and success.
That's the
and
only
mental
thing.
health, man.